Hello everyone, this is HammerTron here with a new action figure review for you. This time I am reviewing the Jumanji Colossal Elephant. This is made by Lanard Toys. This came out in 2019. It was a Walmart exclusive. This is based on the second Jumanji movie that had Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson in it. And here we have another action figure of Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson along with our Colossal Elephant. It comes in an open package where we can reach in and touch the elephant action figure and the Dwayne "The Rock" action figure. We can also try out the feature. There's a button on the back here. So that sounds like an elephant there. So this is the front of the package. Here is the top of the package. The bottom of the package that has information about the batteries. Here is one side of the package and the other side of the package, and here is the back. It has some information about this Colossal Elephant, some information about the Jumanji game, and a little cross-sell of some of the other animals that were available. So, in a moment, I will open this up and review the action figure itself. Here is the action figure based on Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson's character in the Jumanji movie. Let's see how tall this action figure is. It looks like it's about 4.5 inches tall, or about 11.5 centimeters tall. So it's a nice size. Now, this action figure looks like it is identical to the other one that came with the massive hippo, and here it is. So it looks like they are identical. Now, what I didn't realize at first is, if we look at the belt here, it is painted on the front, but it is not painted on the back. So I think Lanard Toys often paints only one side of their vehicles or action figures, the side that faces the customer in the store, but usually the other side is not as detailed. So it looks identical. And here is the knife. Now I have left the plastic piece holding it in place because I think it will fall out very easily if there's no plastic piece holding it in place. So I'll just leave it there. But it does come out. It can come out, and it does fit in the hand. So there it is. It's fitting in the hand. So that'll work. Let's take a look at the articulation. The head turns. The arms move out quite a bit. We go around. It would be a full 360, but I don't like to make action figures do that. It doesn't look natural. We have single jointed elbows. And there's a swivel at the elbow. And there is a waist twist. I don't think I noticed that the first time. It was a little stuck at first, but it does twist. It actually moves around quite a bit, like a little ball joint. So I hope it's not going to break. But it does move. The other one also moves. So I didn't notice that at first, but it does move. And then the hips go out that much, and we can kick forward that much and kick back that much, kick forward and kick back just a little bit. We have single jointed knees. All the joints are working. The waist part is pretty loose on this one, much looser than the other one. So I hope that doesn't mean it's going to fall apart. I would think that Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson is tougher than that, but we will see. So, nice looking action figure. Here is the Colossal elephant. Let's see how big this thing is. Up to the highest point, I think the top of the head there, maybe it's about 6¼ inches tall, or about 15 or 16 centimeters tall. It is about 10 inches long, about 25 or 26 centimeters long, and at the widest point to the ears, I think, about 3¼ to 3½ inches wide, or about 8 or 9 centimeters wide. So it's a pretty nicely sized elephant action figure. Very big. Well, it should be big, considering it's called the Colossal elephant. So I don't think there's a lot of painted detail on this. I think the tusks are painted, and the eye is painted there. There's no paint in the mouth, so it's just gray plastic there. And this eye is painted. So the tusks are a little bit rubbery. We can bend them. If we bend them too much, I think they'll break, so let's not do that. And the tail is a little bit rubbery, so that might break off if we push or pull on it too hard. Lots of wrinkles sculpted throughout the body here and on the legs. See, no painting on the toes, so not a whole lot of detail there. Here's the battery compartment down here. So with the battery compartment, we don't want to put this in water. And the ears look pretty small. Very small. So it's certainly not an African elephant. Maybe it's an Asian elephant. Although I think the smallest modern day elephant is an Asian elephant species that lives in Indonesia, one of the westernmost island of Indonesia. So those are pretty small. So if we stand this action figure here, yeah, so it's a small elephant, even though Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson is almost 6½ feet tall. An African elephant would still be about twice as tall as he is. So yeah, this is a smaller species of elephant. So the head moves up and down. It's part of the action feature where we can push this button. I pushed it earlier while it was still in the package. So that'll push the head up, but then it'll fall down again, so it can't stay up on its own. Then we have leg articulation. The front leg moves this far back, that far forward. This one moves this far forward and this far back. This other leg moves this far back and that far forward. And this one moves this far forward, or not at all, and that far back. There's no other point of articulation. So the feet are flat. So if we want it to stand stably, we have to have the legs in these positions. Although we can move it around, but it's not stable this way. It's not really stable this way. It'll fall over if we don't have all the legs firmly on the ground. But it's a pretty nice looking elephant, just not very big compared to some action figures. We'd have to get a much smaller action figure to make it look huge. So, pretty nice looking elephant. Here's the Colossal elephant and the Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson action figure next to a pair of 4-inch action figures. On the right is the Fortnite Jonesy action figure by Jazzwares. On the left is the adventurer from an Animal Planet set I reviewed a while ago. And it looks like the Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson action figure is a bit taller than both of those. Here's the Colossal Elephant and the Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson action figure next to some 6-inch action figures. On the right side is the Power Rangers Lightning Collection Mighty Morphin White Ranger by Hasbro. And then it's the Marvel Legends Mr. Fantastic action figure by Hasbro. And then it's the Fortnite Legendary Series Havoc action figure by Jazzwares. So this elephant is very small compared to these 6-inch action figures. Maybe it's a very young elephant. Not quite a baby elephant, but a growing elephant. So it'll still fit with the 6-inch scale action figures. Here's the Colossal Elephant and the Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson action figure next to a pair of 7-inch action figures. On the right is the DC Multiverse Green Lantern Kyle Rayner action figure by McFarlane Toys. And then it's the Masters of the Universe Masterverse He-Man action figure by Mattel. And this elephant is a small elephant compared to those two, so it must be a baby elephant or a very young elephant. It'll still fit in nicely with 7-inch scaled action figures if it's a baby elephant. Although the tusks are probably too long for it to really be a baby elephant compared to those action figures. And just for fun, the Colossal Elephant and the Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson action figure compared to the Atrocitus collect-to-build action figure from the DC Multiverse McFarlane Toys action figure series. The Atrocitus action figure is about 9 inches tall, so it just towers over both of them, so it makes for a nice display or a diorama. Some giant alien creature fighting an elephant, so might make a fun display. The HammerTron Sledgehammer rating for the Colossal Elephant is pretty good. Although the biggest problem with the Colossal Elephant is that it's not really all that colossal. It's a bit small. Even for the 4-inch scale action figure, it's pretty small because African elephants can be more than twice as tall as an average sized person, and they would probably still be more than twice as tall as Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, who is almost 6.5 feet tall. And this action figure, the Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson action figure, is about 4.5 inches tall, so a little bit taller than most 4-inch scale action figures. So I'm happy about how they made that one a bit larger. So all in all, it's a pretty nice action figure. It is limited in its articulation, but it is pretty stable and I think pretty sturdy. I'm not going to be tossing it around, but I think it's still good for different displays and dioramas. So I'm pretty happy with this Colossal Elephant action figure based on the Jumanji movie made by Lanard Toys. So thank you for watching my review video. Please leave a comment. Tell me what you think of the action figure. Please like the video and remember to subscribe to my channel to keep up to date with my future reviews. I'll see you next time. Bye everyone.